Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I know I have been missing in action. I have not been feeling too good. No, not the C word. Diverticulitis issues. I suffer from that and I've had a flare up now for 3 days. And yeah, it's been kicking my butt. So I wanted to come on though. I wanted to do a quick look for you guys. I have had so many messages asking me to please do more cream-based looks. And Pharmacy does have some cream products, but we don't have a lot as of yet. So I've learned ways to kind of tweak things using Pharmacy products that will give you that cream-based makeup look that a lot of you have been asking for. As we get older and more mature, a lot of us women tend to go towards cream looks because it just looks better on our skin a lot of times. So powder for me doesn't work that well anymore, so I do tend to gravitate towards cream-based products. I just think they look better on my skin. So we don't have a cream blush per se, so what I do is I use one of our lipsticks. I can use a regular foundation, or if you don't want a full coverage, you can always go in with concealers and touch up the areas that you want, and then go in with the rest of your makeup. You don't always have to have a full face of foundation to have a really pretty makeup look. So a little goes a long way, and sometimes less is better. So I kind of have switched up my makeup routine a little bit. I do still go full coverage when needed, but for the most part, I usually just do BB or concealer. And if I really want a really quick look, I will go in with my skincare. I'll do a little bit of the hydrating drops, and then I'll go in with one of our press powders and just lightly dust my face with a shade that's maybe one shade darker, or even matches my skin. And I'll put a light dusting of just powder, which that doesn't look bad because I'm not putting it on top of foundation. I find that I can do powder if it's not on top of foundation. When I put it on top of foundation, I find on me, it does not look that great. So there's many options, but I'm going to concentrate on showing you like a pretty much all cream look today. I'm not doing shadow. I'm just going to do a quick out the door look. That would be great if you are a mom or you are working somewhere where you don't need a full face of makeup. You just want a little bit. This would be a really quick, simple look to do. So we are going to start out with primer. You guys can use whatever primer that you want. We have several to choose from. We have a mattifying primer. We have a strobe primer, which is to illuminate your skin, give you more of that dewy, glowy look. Or you can go in with one of our VFX Pro. These are our creams. They're technically our primer. They're cream based. One is to brighten and one is to balance redness. So you can use any of these or you can use them together, whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to use the green tube right now because I have quite a bit of redness to my skin. From I don't know if it's from being sick or what, but I found that my skin is a little bit more red than usual, just in this area here. So I'm going to use that green VFX CC primer just to counteract the redness a little bit. So it kind of just subdues it a little bit. And then if you wanted to go in, you could put a little bit of the brightening one, which is purple. I'll show you. Whoops. So it's like a purple, a very soft purple. And I'm going to place a little bit of that on my lids and on my forehead. And I do want to place some on my lids because I want my eyelids to have a more brightening effect to them. So I'm just dotting that, and then I'm going to go underneath my eyes and dot some under there. And this is going to help to brighten up and cancel out any yellow undertones that I might have. Because you know, sometimes when you get sick, you look kind of yellow, you have that yellow pale look to your skin. That's going to help with that. So I'm adding that. Even though we're not putting eyeshadow, I still want my eyes to look bright and open and awake. Okay. See, it just brightens them up a little bit. Okay, so far we've used all cream products. Now we're going to go in with BB, and I'm going to use light to medium. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some of this together with our Aqua Drops. These are just hydrating drops. They add a lot of moisture. And because the BB cream is thicker than what I normally like for my foundation, I go in, I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I go in with 1 drop of the Hydro Drops. And this is part of the Aqua line that we have, okay? Do you have to do this step? Absolutely not. You could go straight in with your BB. But I find that this adds a ton of moisture and it thins it out just a little bit. And for me, that's what works best. So I kind of just mix it in on my hand, kind of like an artist palette. And then I go in and I'm just going to place that on my face, my neck, near my jaw. And a little goes a long way, you guys, especially if you're not someone that likes full coverage makeup. This is going to work out perfectly for you, and you don't need a lot, okay? A little dab will do ya. Now, if you like more full coverage, by all means, you could add more. And then I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender and pressing that into my skin. And even though we're not using eyeshadow, I'm still putting some of that product on my eyes. And we're going to bring that down our neck. And a lot of people ask, well, if it's just a BB cream, do we have to blend down the neck and all that? My answer would be yes, but makeup is so personal and individual to everybody. You do you, but I would say yes, that even though it's a BB cream, you still want to blend down your neck. You still want things to match. And especially with our BB cream, because our BB cream actually does deliver pigment payoff. So I know some are like non-existent. They kind of just smooth out your skin. They don't offer you a lot of pigment or color. Ours actually does. And we actually just added newer colors to the line for the BB cream. And I believe our CC cream also. So we added darker colors, and then we added a new shade in our concealer. I think it's shade 00 is the new one. So we have a really nice range of colors. Okay, so that is done. And you can see it just evens out my skin. My skin looks really pretty. It looks healthy. And it looks like I'm not wearing any makeup at all, which is great. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go in and we are going to do a little bit of contour. And then I'm going to highlight a little bit. I have been using our cream contour stick, but you can go in with a darker concealer shade and use this to conceal and to bronze up your skin, warm it up a little bit, and to contour with. So it's totally up to you. Either option is a great option. Let me show you our contour stick. So this is our contour stick. So you do have a cream-based contour available to you. Now, if this is too heavy or you don't want something that with that consistency, because it is a cream, it's a stick, so it's a little bit thicker. So if you want something a little bit thinner, you can go in with one of our concealers and just pick a deeper shade. Now this has Indian plant in it, so this is going to help to plump up your skin. It's going to help to fill in those lines a little bit better because it has a plumping effect in it. So what I do is I kind of just go in and put a little bit where I want it. And our concealers are really affordable, you guys, and they're so good. And you can conceal pretty much anywhere you want and contour wherever you want. Okay, it's totally up to you. Now, you can take our concealer brushes and use that to conceal with, or you can go in with your sponge. So it's totally up to you. What I do is I go in with the brush first. I kind of blend it out where I want it. Okay, then I go in with my Beauty Blender. And I go little by little. I don't really blend it all in at once. I kind of go from section to section. Okay, so I use the brush first to blend it, and then I go back in with my sponge to make sure that it is totally blended in. And then same thing here. I'm going to just diffuse it a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with that Beauty Blender and just blend that in. I love our concealer brush, you guys. It's such a nice brush. It's super affordable, and it really does do such a nice job. And you can pick whatever shade that you want. If you want it to go a little bit darker, you could. If you want a cooler tone, go with a cooler tone, or if you want to really warm up your skin, go in with a little bit of a warmer shade. Then once I come down here, I tend to just use my sponge and blend. And then diffuse that out. And if your sponge gets a little bit dry, you can spray it. I do not have any Time Locker spray, so I'm just using a setting spray that I have. So I'm just blending that all in. Okay. Now, if you think that it's too much, go in with a little bit more of your BB. And just go over. Okay. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my concealer brush, kind of get that started. And at first it looks so harsh, but then you're going to take that Beauty Blender and you are going to start to pounce that into your skin. Again, you can keep wetting your Beauty Blender. And I just kind of bring it up into the hairline and bring it up. Now I go all the way across my forehead because I try to make my forehead look smaller. I have a really wide forehead. So by doing this, it kind of brings my forehead in a little bit, make it look a little bit smaller. Now again, you don't have to go this heavy on the contour. Some days I do, some days I don't. It all depends. It really does on my mood and which product I'm using to actually contour with. And the shade that I use today is 07. Okay. So that's the one I use to contour with. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to bring a little bit of a lightness back into my face. And I'm going to go in with, let's see, what shade is this? I'm not even sure because the stickers, I think this is light ivory. I want to say it's light ivory. So I'm just going to come here, put a little bit here, just to bring a little bit of lightness. I don't really like too light of an under eye, so I tend to keep it very minimal. And then again, you're going to go in with that Beauty Blender and you're just going to push that in. And this is a step that you don't necessarily have to do. It's totally up to you. And honestly, a lot of times I skip this step, but I want to show you as many cream products as I had available. Okay. And you can see that that just brought a lot of lightness to underneath the eye, which is nice if you are really tired, maybe you haven't slept the night before. This will at least make you appear to be more awake than what you are. Okay? Pretty, right? It's amazing, like, what you can do if you think outside of the box. You can do anything. So even if the company that you buy from or you buy from pharmacy and you really do like those cream products, you can come up with so many ways to improvise to give you a really cream-based look. So don't worry about it, you guys. I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas for you. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take a lipstick. You pick whatever lipstick you want as long as it's the Bullet. I wouldn't recommend the matte ones because they're a little bit harder to blend out. I prefer the Bullet style lipsticks that we have to do as blush. But again, it's preference. If you want to use the matte liquid lipsticks, by all means, go ahead. It's not going to hurt. It's just going to be something that you're going to have to blend out a lot quicker because once it goes on, it dries down to matte and it dries down quickly. So I'm going to go in with this shade. This is the shade I like. Now, two ways you can apply your blush. You can put it on the apples of your cheek and sweep it up, or you can put just a little bit here and not put any at the apples of your cheek. I have big cheeks, but I still prefer to put just a little bit here than to sweep it up. But like I said, it's totally up to you. So what I do is I smile. Okay, I place where I want it. Then I'm going to spray my Beauty Blender again. And I'm going to just softly diffuse that. And usually what I do is I go in the first time and then I let it dry for a second. And then I put a little bit more. I'd rather have to add than to try to take away. And I'm not rubbing it up and down. I'm just pouncing it in so that I don't take a lot of the product off and I'm not moving around that BB cream. If I was to like go like that, I'm going to move that product that we have underneath, the BB cream. It's going to get moved all around and it's just not going to look good. So by doing it this way, I'm keeping that product exactly where I've put it and I'm pouncing it or patting it into my skin. And it just gives me a really pretty flushed look to my skin. And that's kind of what I like. I don't like a lot of blush. So now you have your blush. which is cream because you're using a cream lipstick. And we're not going to go in with eyeshadow today. I'm going to just do mascara because I want you guys, I feel like we always use eyeshadow, and a lot of times you don't always get to see the benefits of the mascara. So sometimes I like to do a look without eyeshadow so that the whole focus of my eyes is strictly on the mascara. Because that's one way of you really seeing how amazing these mascaras are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Double Lash Extend. And this is a dual mascara, okay? So when you unscrew from the silver part, you're getting the lengthening part of this mascara. If you unscrew from the purple part, or the fuchsia, whatever color you want to call this, this is the volumizing part, okay? You can use both length and volume, or you can just use volume or just length. The choice is totally up to you. When you use the volumizing part, this is what the wand's going to look like, okay? It is a little bit more wet, so you do have to take your time and be a little bit more careful when applying the volumizing part. If you are like me, and the most part you just use the lengthening part, this is what the brush looks like. It gets a little bit thinner and a little bit longer, and it's not as wet. I tend to just use the lengthening, but if you want volume, then use both, or if you just want volume, just use the volume. So I am going to put that on my lashes. Now, if you didn't want eyeshadow, but you want a little something, a little pop of color, you could go in with some eyeliner and do like a wing or just a little bit of liner underneath. Or take your favorite, and I know I just got mascara everywhere. Take your favorite eyeshadow and just put that underneath your eyes as a little pop of color. And I do think that I need to open up a new mascara. This is a little dry. So we'll see. I might pop open a new one. Now we have a ton of mascaras to choose from. Ton of them. So it's totally up to you. And they're priced from $8.90 all the way up to $24.90, I believe, or $22. So there's definitely one for everybody. Everybody can afford our mascaras. And to be quite honest, our $8.90 mascara is amazing. Amazing. You would never know that it's $8.90. Okay, and I do know that this mascara needs to be replaced. So let me go in and break open a new one and try and fix this a little bit. Gotta open it. Okay. You can pretty much instantly tell if you are someone that wears mascara every day, you're going to automatically know the minute your mascara needs to be replaced. It just goes on totally different. It doesn't go on as smooth. You kind of can tell immediately when it's time. And usually that's every 3 to 4 months. I'm just going to try and salvage it as much as I can. And again, that's not the mascara's fault. That's mine, because I kind of had a feeling that it was due to be replaced. I should have just replaced it. Because what happens is it gets clumpy. And that's any mascara. I don't care what brand you're using. Any mascara will do that. Okay? It gets clumpy, they get dry. It's just, it's not pretty. I'm just gonna, okay. So you can see, just even though this isn't the best application because I messed up and should have opened the new one, but you can see the difference, okay? So that's a huge difference, right? Incredible. Let me throw that one. I don't want to get them mixed up. Okay, so now let's go on this eye. And this is my trouble eye. My lashes on this eye always want to go in the opposite direction of what I need them to. But we're working on it. I've been using the Lash and Brow Serum again. And honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you. I a lot of times forget to use it, which is my fault. If I used it every day, my lashes would be incredible. But I never forget to do my skincare. But for some reason, I tend to forget to use my serum. And it really is a shame because when I use the serum, I can tell instantly that I'm using it. My lashes look so much better. But it's just remembering. I probably need to just put it with my skincare at night. That way I don't forget. Because they want to go this way instead of fanning out. Okay. Then what I do is I take the end of the brush, the tip of the wand, and I kind of go upwards with just the tip. And that kind of straightens them out and brings them back this way. But, so you guys can see. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add volume, go in with the volume. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with the volume on the bottom just to show you guys. Take the sticker off. And again, you have to be a little bit more careful because this is going to be a little bit wetter and the wand itself is much more flexible. So it's a lot easier to make a mess. But I like using the volume on the bottom. And sometimes I do use the volume on the top and I just won't use the length. But like I said, this is a very wet formula. So you do have to be mindful of that. Okay. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to go through and just thin that out a tad. You can use a spoolie, you can use a brush. It's totally up to you. I use both, to be honest. That's just going to help thin out any areas that you feel are a little bit too dramatic looking. Okay. I find the spoolie sometimes works a little bit better. And then I'm just going to, okay. So now I feel like I have an eyelash in my actual eye. which is always fun. Said no one ever. Okay. Okay. So mascara is done, you guys. And then I'm going to go in with lips, and we're going to go in with 227. Oh, my eye's going to start to water because it's saying that there's something in it. And get it out. Okay. 227 lip liner. One of my favorite. I actually have to order another one. Okay. So that's 227 lip liner. It's a dark, dark brown. Now, you can do a couple of things at this point. You can go in and, let me just see if I can fix this. My eyes are really gonna start to water. I don't see anything. It's crazy. You could go in with one of the matte lipsticks, or you could go in with a gloss. I love this gloss and I love the way it looks. And this is the eyebrow and lash serum, you guys. It has mascara on it. Let's get rid of that. So that's what it looks like. This stuff's so good, you guys. So good. Has Pixel in it. It's going to help your lashes grow and get healthy. All right, now this was a limited edition lip gloss. I'm going to show you what it looks like with just the lip liner. I really love this gloss, and a lot of times it's all I'll use. And I don't know why, but it makes my lips redder, and yet it's clear. It gives like a little punch of color to my lips, but I'm not quite sure how. Okay, so that's just lip gloss in the liner. And it really makes your lips look like really juicy. Pretty, right? And it's natural looking. It's not like, and you could even blur out the lip liner a little bit if you wanted to. Or you could go in with one of our liquid matte lipsticks. So I have 201 in front of me. It just happened to be one that I used the other day. And I will go in with that. So this is a nude. Now 201 has been retired, but it's still one of my favorites. So you can't get it anymore, but we have colors that are very similar. But this was like the color I absolutely fell in love with when I started pharmacy. And the minute I knew that it was getting retired, I stocked up. And I hate showing you guys products that we don't have anymore, but I can always give you a product that will come close to that shade, most times. It's like a true nude lip. True nude. In fact, most people say that it's a little too light without a lip liner. But now we have Cool Girl, we have Money Maker. We have a couple of shades that would be like close to this. So if you like this look, let me know, and I will send you a couple of options to get a very similar look. And that's the lip, you guys. So like I said, you could tone down the liner a little bit. And just soften it a little bit. Just take your finger and rub your lips together, and it just tones it down a little bit. So it gives you more of a natural look. If you want more of the contrast, keep that 227 nice and crisp, and you're gonna get an amazing contrast. So at this point in time, we would be done. Normally what you could do is set your face with Time Locker spray, but I do not have my Time Locker spray. I ran out. So I've been using the I Heart Revolution. I have the Watermelon, which is a dewy makeup spray, setting spray, and then I have the Avocado, which is more of a nourishing. So I'm going to just use the Watermelon one. And when I spray my spray, I don't just go directly, I bring it down like this because it helps to just share it out a little bit. Now, the other thing, if you wanted to do, you could go in with a little bit of wax, brow wax. We have this one. It's amazing, you guys. This will last you so long, like so long, incredibly long time. So if you want to just kind of get your brows in place, and it does come with a spoolie. Let me grab it. It's in my drawer. Come on. So it does come with a spoolie. And usually what I do is, as soon as I use it, I bring it in the bathroom and I wash it. But obviously this time around, I forgot to wash it. So let me just get a little bit of the dried wax off of it. And you can use any spoolie, you guys. You don't have to use the one that comes with it. If it's dirty or it's got dried wax on, just use whatever spoolie you have, okay? A little goes a long way, you guys. Like, I'm serious. Like, you don't need a lot. Just lightly touch it in there, and that's it. Like, that is more than enough, okay? And just go in, and even if you don't set your brows with powder, this is just going to give your natural brows a really nice shape. It's going to groom them so they're going to look really put together and neat. And it's going to keep them exactly the way that you want them. Okay? And just go in. If you want to brush them up and have a more dramatic look, you can, or just follow the natural shape of your brows. Okay. And that's it. That's all there is to it, you guys. And like I said, this is going to last you for so long. So long. I would say you're going to get probably a year out of this. Just me, but I think that you could easily get a year out of it. So that's the makeup look, you guys. I hope you enjoy this look. I will try to do more cream-based looks for you. Just a reminder, until January 10th, you can sign up as a beauty influencer and do what I do, or you can sign up as a customer that just wants to buy at the 50% discount. You don't have to sell, you don't have to make a team, nothing like that. You would strictly just continue doing what you're doing now, only you'd get 50% off of everything that you purchase instead of paying retail. And we are doing a special for the brand new year, and it's $9.99 to sign up right now, okay, you guys? So $9.99 gets you one of the biggest benefits that I get, which is the 50% discount. and that is till January 10th, okay? So if you are interested in that, let me know. I'll show you exactly what you need to do to sign up and get that. It's normally $20 to sign up with Farmacy, whether you want to do it as a business or as a customer. So if you want to be like what I would call a smart shopper, sign up for the $10, you guys, and get 50% off of products that you're already buying. If you're already a Farmacy customer and you are buying these products and paying retail, why not get 50% off, okay? You have to maintain $125 worth of products that you would buy in 6 months' time. So you have 6 months to buy $125 to continue to get the savings, okay? So even if you don't want to do it long term, do it for now. Get as much savings as you can in the next 6 months. And then if you don't want to do it anymore, you go back to paying retail. That's it. No harm, no foul. And then also we have a new Ignite kit that will also be good just for a limited time only, that you can get for $75. It has a retail price of $211 of products in it, and you can get that a kit additional to when you sign up for $75. So it's a really nice kit, you guys. It's makeup related. It's got some of the nicest makeup products in it, really nice colors. So yeah, $75, you guys. So, and if not, like I said, just do the $10 and sign up and pick the products that you want to hand pick for yourself and get 50% off of them. So it's a really great thing. And we have a brand new comp plan, different ways that you can do your welcome program. We have dropped the numbers that you need to get in order to complete your welcome program. So the incentives have changed a little bit just for the next 3 months. So we've made it easier for you if you want to sign up and do this business. So it's been easier and more benefits, more exciting things. So yeah. It's going to be an amazing year with Farmacy. So hopefully you want to come along on that journey, or at least be a smart shopper and let me help you save some money, because I think we all could stand to save some money. I know a lot of people are out of work right now or down to one income families. So why not save when you can? No store is going to offer you 50% off of things on a daily basis, unlimited, as much as you want, and get it delivered directly to your door. So just a thought. All right, you guys, if you ever need any help, just message me. If you have questions, message me. Happy New Year. May you all have an amazing, blessed, healthy, happy 2022. If you would like to shop for any of the products that you saw me do in this video, you can do so at www.farmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2. You can find me on Facebook at Farmacy with Charlotte. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, all those places. So I hope that you will have an amazing week. We are already halfway through. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this. And it feels so good to be back to doing videos. And I have so much planned for you guys for this year. So keep posted on, I'll keep you posted on all my social media. So if you want to keep updated, make sure you're following or liking those pages so you'll get all the new information on all new products. We have additional health and wellness products now available. So if you're not into makeup or skincare, but you are into health and wellness, we have brand new products. We have a spray form of B12, a spray form of D3. We have a multivitamin for children. We have 2 other products that are pill form. And we have our collagen coffee. And right now, you guys, we have a January bundle where you can get all the new health and wellness products, okay, including the vitamin C tablets and 3 bags of coffee. Retail, it's $2.30. If you sign up for the $9.99, you can get that entire bundle for $115, which is an amazing savings, you guys. And these are really good health and wellness products. I've already ordered my bundle. And I like it because D3 and vitamin B sometimes can be harsh on your stomach. This is a spray form, so you're not having to ingest a pill. So it's a lot easier on your stomach and it's a lot quicker. And you can actually take it with you. So yeah, go check that out, you guys. It's amazing. And if you want to know more about the health and wellness line, you want more information on it, let me know. I will send you some graphics and some information so you will know exactly what you're getting with these health and wellness products, exactly how to use them, and the pricing and all that. So go check it out, you guys. All right, so thank you so much, and I will be back soon with another video. Take care, you guys. Bye.